Hi, I'm Gohitha. My topic is labor laws. What are the economic issues because of the labor laws in India? What are labor laws? Labor laws are the laws that are meant to regulate the conditions and the well being of laborers and employees. We can define it as the rights and obligations of workers or the union members and even the employers in the workplace. These laws cover all the aspects like the rules, precedents, the relations, safety of the employees, what are the standards, working hours, minimum wage that has to be granted to these employees, and much more. So, what is the importance of labor laws in India? Labor laws establish a legal system and create a conducive or productive environment, and to have a proper employment and employer relationship. It provides welfare of all by providing a framework within which employees and even the employer can work and interact. So it's a constant reminder and a guarantee of the fundamental principles and rights granted by our constitution. So what are the issues with respect to labor laws? The Indian system is a very complex judicial system. These labor laws come under both state and central, and so both enact competently to change these legislations. As a result, so there are different aspects to labor because of this. So this has created a lot of redundancy in the laws and also loopholes in our legal system. This can be used to exploit the labor. So implementing this complex system has become a great challenge to our nation. The next problem is exploitation of labor. So because of India is dominated by heavy-handed labor regulations, people have resorted to alternate ways like employing contract labor at less than half or even less than that payroll of a permanent employee. 94% of India's workforce is in this unorganized sector. Such a huge workforce being trapped in the unorganized sector is not a good sign. The next problem is the impact of delay of the labor reforms. If the labor reforms are not implemented soon, it would take a gross hit on India and its investment. Also, India would incur a large, huge economic loss because of this. And with 94% of our workforce trapped in this unorganized sector, the GDP is highly undervalued. This is because income of these workforce is very less compared to the permanent people who are doing the same kind of job. The biggest problem is contract labor. The contract labor trade unions suggest that this concept itself should be removed. This has a very stringent hiring and firing process defined by the Industry Disputes Act. It makes it mandatory to the organization to seek government permission before removing or hiring an employee. The next issue is issue of apprenticeship. A big major weakness in our current labor law system is that of very less focus on apprenticeship. The education system we have is not that responsive to the needs of market. Therefore, apprenticeship becomes very important. So what are the measures that we can take in order to resolve these issues? So we can try to simplify and consolidate our labor laws so that we can implement an efficient law system. Government must focus on key issue of creation of job. While the worker proportion in regular employment has increased, unemployment has reached its high. In such situation, government should be better off building a broader consensus in any major rule changes to existing worker rights. Laborers being in the concurrent list of constitution both of the central and the state government. But state government has limited the space to enact labor laws, promoting investment and employment generation. So in the best interest of all, we have to shift this power to the state government. Strengthening of this enforcement machinery is needed. We need increased manpower. Improved infrastructure is very essential for deploying this improved labor law system. All India Service for Labor Administration must be formed, just like any other IA categories, so that this will provide professional experts in the field of labor administration. Contract laborers should be covered under Workmen's Compensation Act for all kind of accidents or damages, inflation guaranteed wages, and also social security benefits like Insurance Act, maternity benefit, etc. Thank you.